This is Sense Earth with Sangsil Bay. We will quickly deliver news about the Middle East war. There was a US airstrike targeting pro-Iranian militias in central Baghdad, Iraq, and currently, large-scale explosions are being reported throughout Baghdad. Iran said it will strike regional oil facilities in response to the US attack on Karg Island. There have been multiple attacks targeting the US Embassy in Baghdad, Iraq. This is Baghdad, Iraq. The US Embassy in Baghdad was attacked by drones, causing damage to the nuclear creation facility. This is footage of the US airstrike on Karg Island. President Trump described this airstrike as one of the most powerful bombings in Middle Eastern history after watching the footage. You can see runways and oil facilities being destroyed. This is Kish Island in Iran. There were 4 airstrikes carried out on Kish Island. The Israeli military also targeted Iran's air defense systems in Tehran province. According to the Israeli military, Israeli aircraft dropped 200 bombs on targets throughout Tehran province, including one of the first air defense systems Iran built in the province. Pete Hegseth, the U.S. Secretary of Defense, also said on March 13 that Iran has no air defense network. The Israeli military and U.S. forces continue to attack Iran's internal security infrastructure. U.S. and Israeli airstrikes hit law enforcement command centers in Karchak, Tehran province, focusing on traffic and economic security police units. They are especially focusing their attacks on Basiji checkpoints. In response, Iran claims that a US MQ-9 drone was shot down by Iranian forces. Iran's missile and drone capabilities have been greatly reduced, limiting its ability to launch retaliatory attacks in the region. Israel announced that it destroyed between 160 and 190 of Iran's missile launchers and neutralized 200 missile launchers. A Bloomberg report estimates that roughly 80% of Iran's offensive capability has been destroyed. Also, the number of Iranian missile attacks has decreased by 90% since the outbreak of the war, and the number of one-way attack drone strikes has decreased by 95%. US and Israeli forces attacked Shiraz Electronics Industries in Fars province. Iran's industrial and defense facilities often include companies tied to the Defense Industries Organization and Defense Logistics Support Department, and these sites are typically under US sanctions. Iran launched about 7 missile attacks on Israel. During this process, civilian facilities were damaged by cluster munitions or fragments from Iranian missiles. It was confirmed on video that Iranian missiles hit southern Israel. Is this Lebanon? Since the conflict started on February 28, the Israeli military has launched 1,100 airstrikes in Lebanon. They attacked 190 Radwan force bases, 200 Hezbollah missile launch sites, 35 Hezbollah command posts, and 80 other Hezbollah bases. They also killed more than 380 Hezbollah fighters. In addition, the Israeli military is currently preparing for a full-scale invasion of Lebanon. Also, Hezbollah launched missiles at Zarzir in northern Israel, causing damage to about 300 houses and injuring 60 Israeli residents. Hezbollah carried out 25 attacks targeting Israeli forces and Israeli positions in northern Israel and southern Lebanon. Israel stated that its friendship with the UAE will remain firm. Israeli and U.S. officials say Israel will expand ground operations in Lebanon to control the area south of the Litani River and dismantle Hezbollah's military infrastructure. This could be the largest ground invasion Israel has carried out against its northern neighbor since 2006, and it could draw Lebanon into the center of an escalating war with Iran. President Trump stated that Iran wants to negotiate locally. The U.S. State Department, citing security risks, ordered U.S. government employees and their families to leave Oman late Friday. The U.S. Department of Energy said the first strategic petroleum reserve crude oil will start affecting the market this week. The Trump administration, responding to the oil shortage from the U.S. and Israel's war with Iran, ordered 172 million barrels of oil released as part of a joint plan with the International Energy Agency to release 400 million barrels total. Mohammed al-Bukaidi, a senior official of the Houthi rebels, announced that the Houthi rebels have decided to form a military alliance with Iran and will launch operations soon. It is presumed that these operations will involve attacks on merchant ships in the Red Sea region. If there are further updates, I will make a video and upload it. This concludes the video. Thank you.